take you over to Walthamstow for a moment, if I may. School children at a primary school there have recorded a track that they're hoping will be this year's Christmas #1. I mean, there's already lots of people vying for the Christmas #1. They've thrown their hat in the ring. Now, parents of children at Barn Croft Primary came up with the idea as a way to raise money for the school. Now, raising money for schools is something that we've spoken about a lot here on the station. Let's hear a little bit more. Our political reporter Susanna Mendonça visited them when they were recording their cover version of You're the Voice.
We're going to do lovely smiling, we're going to do all the actions and everything.
Children at this school in Walthamstow have been recording their own Christmas single. It's to raise money to help cover an £150,000 gap in the school's budget next year. Tracey Griffiths is the head teacher at Barn Croft Primary School.
We're all singing together to make a song and a video to make a Christmas #1 because we want to raise lots of money for our school so that I can provide everything that the children like doing, like art, design, technology, all of the extras, music, musical instruments, outdoor learning, all of those things that we have to find the money for somewhere.
We're going to shout, "You're the voice!" You're the voice! Yeah, let's try 1, 2, 3.
And the children are really getting into it.
I just loved reacting and just singing very loudly.
How long have you been practicing for?
1 or 2 days.
So do you think you're an expert now at that song?
Yes.
Parents are behind the crowdfunding idea. One of those leading it is filmmaker Hilary Powell.
The school has had a great kind of support network of parents, but it shouldn't need to rely on, recording songs and stuff. There should be the funding there to be able to function as a school, and not just schools across the country.
The government said it's investing an extra £2 billion in education next year and the year after.
Well done, everybody! Everybody give them a round of applause! I think you should take a bow now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and bow.
I really love the conviction of children. Susanna asked that child, "Are you an expert now?" And the kid just said, "Yes." That's it. Yes, I am, with their whole chest. I love that level of confidence. Listen, I'll be talking to the head teacher of Barn Croft Primary School, Tracey, in just a moment. 8:22, good morning to you. We're talking about a school in Walthamstow who are hoping to reach this year's Christmas #1. Their head teacher, Tracey Griffiths, joins me now. Morning, Tracey.
Good morning.
The kids, they've got full conviction behind them, don't they? They're like, yeah, we're going to take this to #1, absolutely. But tell me, this came about because of a budget deficit.
Yes. So I was at a PTA, our Friends of Barncroft PTA meeting one evening. We were discussing sort of ways to fundraise. And one of the parents came up with this madcap idea, why don't we try and get a Christmas #1 single? To which I replied, oh, don't be silly, we haven't got enough time. It was only about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But they just took it on. And so we sent the words home with the children so that they could learn them at home really quickly. And then they came in, did all the filming and the recording, and it just sort of has been snowballing. So, yes, now we have a beautiful video of the children singing You're the Voice. Really excited.
And has the general feeling been amongst parents and the kids that everyone is just kind of throwing their heart and soul into it, very enthusiastic about it?
Yeah, the children are really excited. I showed them the video yesterday in the school hall, and I thought they weren't reacting, but they were just sitting there with their mouths open. They couldn't quite believe it. And then lots of cheers at the end. It was lovely. The parents are really behind it because they know, how much we're struggling financially. And I think we've been such a hub of the community all the way through the lockdown, and we've helped them and supported them with food banks and delivering food and making phone calls, and they want to give back to us now and help us, and we've just got an amazing school community and wonderful parent body.
We've heard loads of examples from schools around London asking parents to donate for, art supplies, books, things that we normally take for granted. And everyone kind of you know, I think there was a general thing, I was talking to my sister-in-law about this, that you used to fundraise for schools for kind of the extra things, but now we're fundraising for schools for just the essential things.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It used to be sort of, you know, you just had your fun annual events like your summer fair or your winter fair, the occasional sort of quiz night or something like that for fun. But now it really is. It's plugging the gaps for things like extra playground equipment, extra art materials. We do a lot of outdoor learning in Forest School, and we need funds for that, for equipment for that, and we've got an allotment, and for gardening equipment, all the things that give those little extras to the children. It has to come from somewhere, and they're going to be the things that get cut first of all when you're trying to save money.
And do you think this is what we're just going to see from schools now going forward into next year, just more and more inventive and different ways to try and raise the money?
Yeah, because I think it's the big things that are causing us all to go into deficits. You know, with the unfunded pay increases for the first time this year, that's been the big one. And the higher energy costs, we're getting some help with that, but it's still a hike for us. And also all the support for huge increases in children with special needs. You need adults to support them, to make sure that they get a good education as well. And that's, you know, these are all big amounts of money. So they're not things that you can find everywhere, you know, when you're looking at your budget and trying to make small cuts here and there. And I think this is how it's going to go. You know, I know that we're all in the same boat, but with schools, the children are our future. You know, they really are. They deserve the best. And, you know, as head teachers, that's all we want, you know.
Well, let's have a little listen to the song. They are really singing their hearts out. How is the fundraiser going so far, Tracey?
Yeah, it's going really well so far. I think we're up to about 10,000. So we're aiming for 50 because we're having solar panels put on. We thought we want something that's going to make an impact over time. So by doing that, we can get our energy costs down every year. So that's what we're aiming for, to be able to buy them outright. Yeah, so it's really exciting, you know, watching that number go up, and the children get really excited when they see it go up. So yeah,
well,
and then the single gets down is on all the major platforms from tomorrow, so people can start downloading that. I think one download is 100 streams or something, and we need to get to at least 30,000 or something, I've been told.
Okay.
So just to be in with a chance. So.
Okay. Well, in terms of kind of the more practical side of this, Department for Education has told us that it's allocating the highest real-term spending on schools in history, totaling 58.8 billion by 2024-25. And they've said that this will help school leaders to continue to invest in high-quality teaching and tutoring, targeting support to the children who need it most. Tracey, are you? Does that statement from the Department of Education, does it reassure you?
Well, what I would like to know is how do I fill that deficit of, say, I think it's going to probably be about 150,000 for us this year. How do I find that money going forward into the next year? You know, from April I have to set a balanced budget, and that means I have to find that money that we've lost this year. And I think really it's only going back to you know, how we were in 2010 in terms of pupil funding. So I know they're doing a lot, but, you know, we need more.
Tracey, keep us updated. Best of luck with your fundraising efforts, and let us know if you hit that figure.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
And to you too, thank you for your time.